In the books of some people, Thursdays are for throwbacks. But here on Sammy Flex TV today, it is a launching of our freshest and newest studio on Showbiz Daily. So it is not a throwback. We are not throwing back. We are actually bringing something new. So if you are joining us here for the first time, then I'm also telling you, you are part of the history makers. Those who witnessed our very first show here in the studio, especially for Showbiz Daily. My name is Sammy Flex, and I'm here with the usual suspects. Abbas Moise is back on his seat. And of course, in Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chemo, is also at the extreme end. Abbas works with Elevate GH, and in Team Dodu Solomon works with Sammy Flex. And you, thanks for supporting us. Producers of the show, Theophilus Digosh, as well as Buju Lens, putting the pieces together for us to do our thing. Now, what is happening in Ghana? These are the things we want to face today. Let's start from the movie front. And in the movie industry, a name that can always spark conversations, Asamoah. Some people think he is controversial. Others see him as very deep in the game. And so many adjectives that will define Asamoah. Today, he's spoken in an interview with Paulino in UK. Now, Paulino is based in UK. It's a Boga Kranti. During the interview, Asamoah said something that has gotten me thinking. And I said, well, let me bring it here so we can have more conversation about it. I know sometimes you hear talk like, oh, Ajako held our movie industry down. Dr. Like held our movie industry down. Kojon Kansan Lewin held our movie industry down. To someone like Asamoah, he thinks that conversation is not right. It should rather be something that will attribute or that will be attributed to many people. But if you pick individuals and we give them such credit and such accolades, to him, it doesn't sound well for the industry. I said, well, it may be true, it may be false. But then we can open it up to have different opinions on this here on the show. So first, let's go watch a snippet of that interview. And when we come back, we come straight to the studio to have more conversations on this. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Ghana Actors Guild. It is the only guild that is recognized by the Constitution, the 1992 Constitution.
Senkenya Dr. Like and the film industry is there.
Because when in the microphone, they say, Sadia, when I experience an experience, let us not always be quick to overpraise. When you do that, you make the other people feel what Dr. Like or yeah, but a Olunquan or yet the oil. He's got other people. He has a team.
So be on there front line.
What is front line?
And can it be say Dr. Like in the team and I get to know that
it's not true. The likes of Mercia Siedu and Dems were equally shooting TV series as well. There is no way an industry would die. Ma Obisu feel say or no Nedi Kuma would buy. And or no Anka Kuma with the new Kuma. We were working before he came into the industry or came into the system.
Anyways, welcome back. Let's go on to it. Abbas is new here. He is new here. Abbas, welcome. Welcome to our new studio.
This is a beautiful thing. It's progress. Somebody will say, Ali Karaziki.
Then the house are punchlines.
It just simply means may God continue to bless you, bless the hands that continue to develop and see new things.
Amen. And more progress. In fact, we want more money so we can even do a show in the sky.
It's very important.
I know, right? I know. But Asamoah's point, what do you make of it?
I think I'm one of those people who stands with him. It is good to praise somebody for their progress. It is good to highlight somebody when they are at their peak or when they are noticed. But who praises the one that is struggling, who is trying their best to survive in an industry that only the winners takes all? So what are they encouraging others to do? Unless you are at the top of your game. Are they saying now Ejako is no more in the game? Are they saying Lingu is no more in the game? Are they saying Likey then was not in the game? When Likey was just a bodyguard, was just wakapas in the sense where they send him on set and all those stuff. A small man, I was set. So at that time, was he not contributing to that industry? Was then Ejako the only one contributing? There were times that Lewin comes to location, it doesn't get performance. There were times Nana Mama Brown was just a makeup artist, a wardrobe girl on set. Was she not contributing to the industry then? Is it now that she's a superstar she's contributing? Is that what they are saying? So if that is what they are saying, then there's no industry then.
Okay.
But if they say there's an industry, then for that industry to remain upheld, like the way Bill Asamoah is saying, Dr. Laki alone cannot do the thing.
Okay.
Even with him, just him, he has a cameraman. He has other actors, other worker, bass girls. Those girls that come and he play with them, those boys, those are actually the ingredients of the whole Dr. Laki is. Imagine everybody, other people say they won't do again. Onukwambe for camera, no they are seeing him no ultra. You get it? Will he be the only person doing that to himself? No.
Okay.
So that can make him like the same as Lewin. Lewin now as a movie, is he a movie?
Yeah,
he's a movie producer, a movie village. Can he alone? Even the idea of going to YouTube, going to online, are you sure he's the one who came about it? Maybe somebody out of his team come about with the idea. He has the investment, he has the popularity. Put it on and let's put it. He's shooting correct productions. You could see in his production that yes, the guy is invested, but the human resources that are included in it, those are the things that makes the production, the industry, what it takes. So if you also, one of my biggest headache with a lot of people is that omuma in kofono eti yomu dedudu. Then they start to see say nkofo akanina are not relevant. Okay. Then they start shortchanging the people. Then they also start making the remaining people also not bringing their A game. But if you feel like, okay, Sammy Flex Studio is one of the biggest studios in Ghana, and in terms of online content production, we are the best. Now, any other person that is being employed got into the studio. So from you, the panelists, you need to research, you need to read, you need to think on top of your feet. You need to actually call so that you get slot on it. So you don't assume that, oh, it's automatic role. They be at the medium trusty, what was no. You also as the camera guy, you need to like be on top of your game. You are looking for. You as the one who is a manager or producer, you are thinking, how can we change this? So next time, as a pundit, if I come and I see something like this, I'm telling you, I'm going back to do more for myself. Because I say, no, the platform I'm coming in, next time I'll come to Brass Sammy's office, I'll come to the TV platform. It is something different entirely. Yeah. So why should I come with a low standard? That encourages all of us. But if it's only inward you, Brass Sammy and Onunkwa wato car, or China Onunkwa wato at the park, or China Onunkwa wato perfume, Onunkwa wato space. So how do we, the rest, develop? I bet maybe the thing will be stagnant. Now it just be only that individual. Now the entire thing will not progress. So there will not be future. There will be a standstill in the industry, and there will be a loggerhead. And just to pass comment, a lot of people also in our industry are too political for our life, for our survival. They take sides in everything. They take pleasure in destroying ourselves, forgetting that if you destroy this man, it's a collaborative act. We hear Shatta kakra, we hear Stoneboy kakra, we hear Asamoah kakra, we hear we kakra na ni na area baako. And in our industry, it looks like you need music, movie, pictures, and the content and the media to be able to collaborate and become who you need to be in the industry. If you don't have a full combination of I'm not sure we're going to make progress. And so I would say I'm with Bill Asamoah on that point, and he needs to continue to re-echo it. Even also in a Chimanu Krano, they'll just take it like
I know this is going to raise more controversies. The story of the Big Six in Ghana would come out in this particular conversation where some people once again would argue, are they the only people, or is it Nkrumah? Because there are some people who don't want to hear that, it was Nkrumah who founded Ghana, or it was Nkrumah who fought for our independence. They want to say it was the whole squad. Others would also say, actually Nkrumah led it. I'm sure it is something like that we are dealing with now. Chamo, come through.
Yeah, for me, I disagree with Abbas and Bill Asamoah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I disagree. The thing is, if we do it like that, that everybody is part of it and all those things, then we won't have heroes. Then we won't have the best actor, the best actress, the best photographer. Then we won't have them. Because at any point in time, those people will get help from others.
Okay.
But we highlight those that we think are making more impact or making something so different. I mean, in our daily life, we have average people or people that we will say ordinary people. We are all going about our duties the best that we can so that we survive. But there are some people who will do extra so that we can notice them out of everybody doing the same thing. And those people are the ones that we are talking about. At some point, we were mentioning Ejaku, and then we started mentioning Lewen.
Okay.
Now is the turn of Dr. Likey.
Okay.
But I can tell you, before Ejaku, Lewen, and Dr. Likey that we are talking about, we had Indikoko.
Yeah, Indikoko, yeah.
Yes, we had this guy. They were calling him Ghana Christopher Lee. This guy
Smith.
Diabolo.
Yeah, Smith.
Something Smith.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's his name.
we had Harry Lord and those people, but they were not working alone. They had people, just that they were the face of whatever was happening then.
Okay.
And I will still go by the fact that there are some people who, out of a lot, come out in a way that you can't push them out, or you can't mention any name without them. And I think that's what we are talking about at this point in time is Dr. Likey. And he won't stay there forever. Okay. Somebody will come and then we will start mentioning different names. Like we were mentioning Ejaku to the point that he was awarded one of the they call it order of voter.
Yeah.
He won President Kuma, President Kufuor
voter award.
Yeah, awarded him for his contribution in the industry. But before Ejaku, we had Mamedokun, we had David Donto, we had others. Just that the impact that Ejaku made was so different. That's why he was awarded. So for me, I think no matter what we do, there are some people who will come out in a way that we will see them more than even people behind them. Because if you have to stretch it, then we have to even talk about those who born those people. The people that we are calling heroes, they were born by somebody. So their parents should also get awards for giving birth
to them.
That's
they gave birth to heroes.
Yes. So for me, I think we should accept it when we mention certain people. We can debate whether they deserve the impact or not. I think that one is debatable. But for us to say that no, it's for everybody, not an individual thing, no, I disagree. Just that we can debate if they are the one that we should be mentioning or not. But as for individuals there, we will still have people who will make an impact more than a lot in any industry.
Well, I know every industry obviously has heads.
Yeah.
No matter how you take it, there are some people who are leading the attack in every industry. So if Asamoah does not want us to give credit or special mentions to some people, then let's see how best he can even. He's been winning awards.
Yeah.
It is the same thing we are talking about.
Yes.
Many people will do a movie.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we say best acting for maybe supporting role to go to someone.
Yes.
Even with that, there will be people who will be nominated in a certain category, about 8, 9 people, and one person will come out as the winner.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is debatable. And I know many people would also have this conversation in their own corner. Well, this is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. Make no mistake, you are still watching Sammy Flex TV. You might think, today what am I watching? Yeah, you are still watching Sammy Flex TV in our new studio.
Yep.
There is time for everything. Now, it is time for us to settle, and now we are fully settled. Now, let's move on to Okyeame Kwame and Andy Dusty's conversation on radio earlier today. During the conversation, something came up. Remember in Kasiebo, Obrafo and Guru threw some punches onto OK. And OK then, Okyeame Kwame, obviously, was not happy about it. In fact, he said it in the interview that at that time, he was very mad. But today, he is not mad. And the Dusty asked him, so why didn't you respond to them then? Because that is the culture in music. You do me, I do you. You give me, I give you. And Okyeame Kwame's response was that he did not respond because then his wife, Anika, and a certain professor whose name he mentioned did not want him to respond to them. When I heard that, I asked myself, okay, maybe it was a good advice. Maybe not, because I'm looking at it from two angles. The business, as in the industry, and maybe the moral or the other thing that you'd want to consider. Did Kwame lose something for not responding in terms of the business, the trends, the conversations, the numbers that would have been added? Because that song, Kasebo, it was a big song. Imagine if Okyeame Kwame had responded to that song, it would have gone very far. But he said because of advice from his wife and a certain lecturer or professor, he did not do that. Was that a business decision or not? Or sometimes we should ignore business decision and take some advice from wives and children and uncles and fathers. Watch the video in that interview, and when I come back, once again, I'll pick opinions from my people.
So now, come on, says Andy Dusty, ask Okyeame Kwame about Obrafo's Kasiebo song and his relationship with Obrafo now.
I was angry at that time. I got very angry.
Really?
Oh, you know.
I don't know this radio. I don't know.
Have I? I got very angry.
Why didn't you react?
Because Professor Asante, who was my academic teacher at Tech, would not let me. Dr. Mafo would not let me. My wife would not let me. And I wrote, remember I wrote books and books of diss raps, but people around me would not let me put it out.
What? No, wait. What did you want to do? What would you want to do at the time? How did you want to react? They didn't want you.
I just wanted to take the same beat and dish back. The same beat and just dish back. But then my wife said, you have not done a song about Nkrumah. You have not done a song about Christ. And you are going to do a song about someone. Come on. This thing is not intelligent. And you know what? Out of all the things that I've done in my life, the thing that I'm most grateful for is that I didn't insult Obrafo. Because not only would I have lost respect, I would have also lost a friend.
Well, so that was it. Chabo, let me start this with you.
Yeah, for me, I think it wasn't a business decision. Obviously, if he had responded at that time, it would have been different thing altogether. Okay. Because Kasiebo was so big.
No, big.
People were talking about
song
it
was big.
And everything. I remember I watched a video of Okyeame and then Obrafo in the TV3 studio doing their own things or trying to show that each of them can rap and do their thing.
I remember that video too.
One video came out like that. They were in the same studio rapping and all that. Yes, I think we will be talking about different things if he had given a response at that time, but not responding. The positive side is that we don't know, because it would have been make or break as they call it, because if it didn't go the way that people want it to go, you are in trouble. That will be the end of you. If it goes so well, then you'll be on top of your game. At that point, you'll be the one that everybody will be mentioning. But he didn't take that risk, or he didn't take it for us to know what would have happened then. So I think it wasn't a business decision, but it is good for him because he didn't take a risk that could have ended his career or even make him bigger than he is today.
Okay.
So for me, I think we can't say much because he didn't do that. But the positive side is that he didn't risk it. If he did it at that time, it would have been a risk, taking a risk, and he didn't take it.
Okay.
And so for me, sometimes it is good to listen to advice like that. And for those who were advising him, I think they were coming from the emotional side of things. Emotional side of things, and the respect that they think you may lose if you go that way and all those things. So for me, I think if looking at how he is doing in the music industry, I think it was an okay decision, like his name. But that is it. If you want it big, you have to take bigger risk. If you just want to be in the space, just be careful the kind of risk that you take.
Well, I'll go to Abbas and ask him same question that what does he think about that decision by Okyeame Kwame then, knowing that the music business, whether you like it or not, whether you are old or young, there is a culture in the music business that you have to follow. Abbas, what are you adding to this?
I think I would say it's a business decision and it's a positive one.
Okay.
Majority of the people that know me will know me that my style of engaging, naturally, I won't want to engage you in an insult or in a battle back. I want things to settle because the only one thing that none of us are sure of is the future. And for certain, you can't measure certain reactions, how you dish it back. Sammy always says that, Charlie, you can throw the punch, but you can't tell somebody how
the person should respond.
And maybe somebody is betting their last calculation on your punch. So throw it and you the response you get back. Maybe the people that did the song, Obrafo and the co were counting on his return. Then they will counter him. That would have been a good business decision for them. Because the song was already on top of it, or
a good business decision for Obrafo and Co.
Yes,
and
Guru.
Yeah.
And they were that song was trending literally everywhere. They got everything right. Imagine he came back to them and they came back to him. You imagine the length at which the whole thing will go. But looking into the future now, where he's seated, when you look at his trajectory and how he has built the brand, you say that the decision he made those days till now, he continued to make them, and they continue to define who he is.
Okay.
Now he's a legend, but I'm saying that he's one of the safest legends. Because even where I sit right now, if I'm looking for artists to call, even though I take him a legend, but I still take him active performer. Okay. Like the way I take Daddy Lumba, Amachi Dede and Co. But there are people that I take them, you're a legend. Then they will bench the person. You get it? Some amount of responsible amount of money will come to him. But there are others that will not come to them. Even there are others who are now available, they insult, they retaliate, but they've not built that finesse like the way Sarkodie have built it. That even if he come back at 2,000 years, he still come back at you at his own pace, time, and everything. That will be so. If you are not building it that way, now another reason why I would say it was a business decision is that at that time he wanted to take that decision, and Nika noticed that he was taking an emotional decision. So
emotional,
yes, he is hungry, he's pissed. So he's not making a decision based on music profit. He's making a decision because the person has hurt him and he wants to reply back. So he's not thinking about Obrafo, who is my friend, or Obrafo, whose future can be like this, or Obrafo, whose future can be like this. No. Yeah, and he's also not thinking about me, okay, brand, this, I'm in the future, or now I'll get sponsorship, I'll get brand, I'll get whatever. So he'll go into the studio, pour something out. The lyrics may not be able to be checked, whatever they'll say, that's how we do it in the industry. So you need to hit back hard. Now, when the person hits back, now, sometimes, sincere truth, you go back into sitting with artists, then you ask them, then the person, man, I didn't really think about it. I say, okay. Say, Anka make us a man, yeah. Then you analyze. But you see, at that time, he's gone. The advantage he also had is that he had advice. He may had advice from other people. But these two people, he respected a lot. Maybe one, he loved one too much, and he respects one too much. So maybe, and he was, okay, you release the song, or go and do the song, but Anajuba, bindi. The professor, to look at his professor and say, my professor is like, maybe is the highest person he respect those days. And the person will say, okay, don't do this, don't do that. And maybe based on this analogy, maybe based on this marketing course you are going about and that way you brand, this is not a good trajectory, and it stops. Now he can see now boldly that he has a brother in Obrafo, at least one of the things Obrafo cannot stand.
Why you think that if he had responded, he and Obrafo would have gotten what bad blood?
What I'm saying is that you can't measure how people will return back whatever you threw. Me, I've always been keeping that your formula. Anytime somebody do me something, I say no, brother Sammy say, if you go and reply, the thing you don't know what the person will reply with, so keep your cool. Now, there's also another one that I start with. Islam said, if somebody slap you, slap the person equally. But if you know what is best for you, don't slap at all. But if you can't forgive, slap equally. That's how can you slap somebody equally? They don't. You see, God don't want to restrain your freedom of retaliating. Okay. So that now I say nyame share also. Debut nyame say bo any panaso, but bo say no bo wason pepepe. But se wonim de yema wo a Germany de enka no so na nipa bebre ntumi nyen. Then obemma wo pack out bi wo simbetu. Wo so bo na soma na son keke na hihye no. So basically that's the rule, and I think it's good for him. Now you cannot associate any battle or anything that it depicts anything with him. Okay. And you know, there's no way in music industry, in creative industry, your history is waiting for you. They are just waiting for a good day to remove your file for you. So now he's in a safe haven and he can talk boldly about it. And you see, one of the rules I normally say, with time, all the thing that you think is the baddest, is the biggest, it flies away and it's look calm. Today he is talking about it with some light heart.
Well, Abbas' point there. Now, if you ask me as a manager, I'll tell you that when it comes to the business, sometimes it's not about who is morally right or who is morally wrong. Yeah. Unless you don't want to make money from the business. If you want to make money from the business, you play it according to the culture.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see, the industry and the business, they work in a way. If you want to be a part of it, then you have to follow the process. If you ignore the process, you might feel good, but you will not be winning. And what we want to do, spending our time in this whole business, we want to win. So what are you doing if you are not winning? Well, decisions, they are personal. So you cannot fight them. Now let's try to tackle this last story, and I have one article or piece on Ghana Web that I would want to read. After reading, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. This is once again coming from Sallymann, and Sallymann is saying that Shatta can't do anything to me because he only films on social media. Shatta can't do anything to me because he only films on social media. Sallymann is speaking now. The story. It says, show host and entertainment pundit Sallymann has stated that dancehall musician Shatta is incapable of harming her, even if she's criticizing him. In an interview on Joy Prime on November 7, 2024, the outspoken journalist pointed out that the on-God hate maker only expresses his grievances on social media, just like she does. And this is a quotation. I've been in the industry for 18 years, and I know the way I am an audio person. People are equally audio. So when people say the SM and Asamoah fans, I also see them be audio people. They loud it on the internet and it ends there. I do not think Shatta would send someone after my life because I criticized him, she said. Sally also encouraged journalists to remain outspoken and impartial in their criticism without bias. And another quotation where she says, so we need people who can criticize people in the industry. We all can't be licking people's feet. We should have people who can tell the truth as it is, and I'm glad I'm part of those people. I want to be that voice, and I have been doing this for 18 years. People keep asking who I am. I'm a nobody, but I have the platform they don't have. Sally Frimpon Ma, also a platform. Oh, platform way. We need to drop. Wow, Abbas, we are closing. What do you make of Sally's remarks in this story?
That's one of the things I say to people.
Okay.
Watch your mouth. Because you don't know where somebody's hand is.
Okay.
And Shatta or Niyama as a person will not do anything.
Yeah.
But Alemanguru in Nima, Konkon in Mamobi. Near ye in Kolekono. Or of a Jemfi in Sefili or so. We'll meet her one day. We'll slap her hard. And she will resonate about 13 cc's very well. Because they take the 13 cc's very personal. And this is a person, it's a brand they take in high esteem. So it's not everything is for the culture. It's not everything is for the fun. Fair enough. If she thinks she's loud, then everything that comes with it is loud. She should go and check the cultures that are loud. Jamaica is a loud music culture. And she understands what happens in that music culture. Everything that comes with it. So she didn't come and do this like or the year damaging into we are obi an fani hun kan omo di hun be kan na nya Shatta Wale so na sumom omo no sumom. So when I was reading, I was in my way, I was like she's like the same besia Shatta Wale any nin call for bi an fani hun kan so the new come and then Shatta Wale on the new come then indefinitely you have protect yourself. You have not protect yourself. You have just told us that you know what you are doing and you are ready for whatever that will come to you. So that whatever comes to you, you deserve it. You are ready. You have the chest. You have even encouraged people to be loud. You are loud. See, Ashama people are loud. Whatever are loud. Their hand are loud. Their leg are loud. So who work car? So what platformer? No work car. No driver work car. One rule in first advice. On namukwan one name ni pani ya on share left and right ye. You know, because sena wa no kono sa na obi insan so ko obi nim sena ye bisa nsem bebre odi obi bisa pe wona oye man no wona oye Sally no o se fien na wa so jojoreje and one of the funniest things is that she will be expecting such thing also from one of the boys like maybe our street boys and baby a professor will slap her on his behalf. She will be shocked. A very highly office rank person, police, soldier, OB, lawyer, will slap. Because me have battled Shatta Wale issue with big men. And yes, not big men, let's say financial or whatever. But when it comes to education, whatever, when they switch into their Shatta movement mode, they are different. Defending and what he do and the kind of agenda he's setting and where he's going. So if you are somebody that you are showing plotting, you are showing disrespect, you are being mean, that doesn't mean you are loud. What are you saying? What are you talking about? What you are talking about? What are the factuals about it? Things that you say, you think people don't sit down and analyze it. That's how somebody will analyze the reason why I need to slap you and defend it to the latter. And slap you for you disrespecting somebody. And slap you for you looking too much of it. And slap you for you being loud. So now what you are literally encouraging is that everybody can do what they feel like doing. So far as they are okay with it. So far as they can do it to anybody and be okay. Maybe yours is your mouth. And you have the platform. Somebody is their hand. Somebody is their leg. Somebody is their head. You get it? Obisu only any macho. This is a macho no bet me the awezawa.
Yes, a macho better.
So I won't literally, the truth is that I won't encourage people to go on a route. I won't encourage people to disrespect talent, to insult talent in the name of being loud. Definitely, when you are disrespectful to somebody, something you say, "Sena we can." Ebia nipa no so ni anu sa, but no or one sansa.
Karifi.
She mogama dashi.
I see. Well, let's see what Chemo will add to this conversation before we run away from here. Chemo.
Yeah, it is an interesting one for me. And I think she's right. Shatta Wale will not do anything to her. Shatta Wale will not send anyone to harm her. But she should be careful. Because people will send themselves. People will,
Shatta Wale will not send anybody.
No. Shatta Wale that I know will not send anybody after her. Shatta Wale that I know will not even do anything to her if he meets her one-on-one.
Yeah, that is true.
Yes. Shatta Wale I know will not do that. But she should be careful about people who love Shatta Wale and what, not even Shatta Wale, what people would do for musicians or celebrities is unimaginable. You can't think about it. People can go to any extent just to prove that they love their celebrity or they love some
idol.
people. Yes, and they will do anything, including harming you on behalf of that person. Because some people cry when you, Sally, you talk about Shatta Wale in a way that they think you are not being fair to him.
I believe.
Yes, so
I believe.
they would never think that Shatta Wale will not do anything to you. Yes, it's true, Shatta Wale will not do anything to you. And Shatta Wale will not send anybody to come and harm you. That one I know for sure. But the people who follow Shatta Wale, who love Shatta Wale, we can't say same. We can't guarantee that nothing will happen to you. Just be reasonable and also take caution when you are moving out. I mean, I'm surprised that she will just talk like this and think it's okay. If nothing at all, we know what happened to Kobiche when he went for a show. At I think Tadi Kofi Kinata show. Awuku Photo just slapped him for nothing, for no reason. And later we found out that because Kobiche belongs to Sarkodie and Awuku Photo is for Shatta Wale. Just like that.
I remember this case.
Kobiche didn't expect that. He wasn't looking. The guy just slapped him. And who can say that Shatta Wale sent Awuku Photo to go and slap Kobiche? No, it's not like that. People will just do things just to please their idol or their icon and all those things. So for me, I think she should just be careful, especially if you are talking harshly or you are talking in a way that some people will not feel good because you are talking like that about their idol. She should just be careful if that's the way that she wants to, go. But for her to say that nothing will happen to her, it's not a good thing to have. It's not a good way to go about things when you are talking not so good about a high personality, a high profile personality. It is not. So for me, I think I will advise her that she should be careful. I will not say that she should stop what she's doing. If she thinks that she's doing the right thing, fine. But she should be careful. And she should never think that nothing will happen to her because Shatta Wale will not send anybody after her or Shatta Wale himself will not do anything to her. That one, I agree with her. But that's not enough. That's not enough. Yeah.
Well, this is a piece of our nuggets sharing with you here on Sammy Flex TV with my people, Abbas Muis and Intim Dodo Solomon Chemo. Abbas, I hear your christening is on 30th November.
Sure.
Now you have baby number what?
Number 2.
Baby number 2. What's her name? His name?
On that 30th, we announce it to the public.
So now we don't know whether it is him or her.
It's him.
Okay.
It's him or
okay. Okay. I thought it's going to be him because he didn't announce. Because he said you can't announce. Okay, so now I have a boy. Oh, thank God. So one boy, one girl.
One girl.
Okay, more to come.
Inshallah. Aspiring Alaji.
I see. And he said it is happening where?
It's happening at my base around Makati Hills.
Makati Hill. Okay, on 30th.
On 30th.
Surely. What day is that?
Saturday.
Saturdays. Oh, okay. It's a free day.
Some attire sitting proper.
Well, it is a Saturday, so definitely after we've done our Friday shows, we will prepare for attire sitting to clear our system. I hear attire is very medicinal. It cleans your system and you'll be fine. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us here on Showbiz Daily. And again, what do you think about our new studio? Finally, it is here. I know many people have been talking about our studio and our sound and our business. We were waiting for the right time. I'm sure now, looking around us and everything we have done, this is the time for us to do this. So thanks for your support. Those who even insulted us, you are part of the reason we are doing this. Those who reminded us that, we have to do it, you are part of the reason we are doing this. To you all, God bless you and keep believing in us. Whatever you wish to do, one day, trust me, you can also do it. My name is Sammy Flex. Special thanks to Bujulens as well as Theophilus Digos. We'll meet in our next video. Remember to subscribe to us. Let's read your comments as well. We are out of here. Bye-bye.